Clowns to the left of me. Jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Not only that, but you're like pink like your background, so you're just disappearing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Gonna really ruin the whole production.
Gonna really ruin the color profile and the white balance. Yeah.
Macho Man's gonna be in Da Vinci all night.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? No, what's wrong with you? No, what's wrong with you?
The meantime. Why do you have to be so mean?
Macho Man Randy Savage is gonna be looking up YouTube tutorials of color balancing for the rest of this fine Thursday evening.
What do you know about clicking Shift H, brother? Yeah.
That isolates the color selection. It's good for when you're doing skin tones.
What do you know about an S curve, brother?
What do you know? Yeah. No, I'm sinking into it now, brother. I got it. Yeah. Yeah, I got it now. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Ooh, huh?
Yes, over here, if you don't mind.
If you don't mind.
If you don't mind, setting your liquid death down on the front table so it's not in the shot. Yeah.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, I forget that you're Nicolas Cage, Superman.
I'm Nicolas Cage, Superman.
I'm Nicolas Cage, Superman.
I'm Nicolas Cage.
I'm Andy Samberg doing Nicolas Cage's Superman.
I stand for truth, justice, and stealing the Declaration of Independence. I would stand for the American way if they didn't wrong my father.
I stand for the American way. Yeah.
Do we both stand for the American way?
I think we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Depends on if I'm being a bad guy or not. Yeah.
I love America, and that's why I feel I must sprinkle lemon juice on the Declaration of Independence to reveal the map on the other side.
Yeah, both Superman and Nicolas Cage love America.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
That's why he would have been the perfect Superman. Yeah, that's totally true. Yeah, that's my Nicolas Cage. That's the best I could do.
It's kind of damn. Andy Samberg's is different than
different.
It's okay. So a little bit. It's totally true.
Just try to think of the times he's saying I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
This little kid. He's gonna be like my magician's
Yeah, and then if you do the
apprentice.
Andy Samberg one, it's like this.
Sometimes it's easier to do an impression of an impression.
Much.
Yeah.
Much.
I thought I was doing Dan Soder's Macho Man, but Dan Soder's doing Macho Man so well that they're both doing the same guy.
Yeah.
This week we were two different men.
I'm Superman.
And I'm
Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah.
I stand for truth, justice, and the American way.
And I stand for everything that Hulk Hogan doesn't stand for, brother. Yeah.
I am the leader of the Justice League, and I will protect our planet.
And I'm Bonesaw in Spider-Man. Yeah.
I
got you in the ring for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime. Yeah.
Yeah, it's already hurting my voice to do that.
Yeah, no, it would. I'm drinking water about the 2 times that I did a second ago. It's just it drives into your throat.
It pile drives into your throat. Is what it does. Yeah, absolutely. I told you about that time I was at the writing session and smoked weed.
Yes, that was only.
Oh, dude, that was only when?
A year ago.
That was many years ago. I didn't know you yet.
Okay.
I was writing with a dude named Blake, and not a Blake you know.
Got you.
I come over to his house. I've never met him before. We're just doing a writing session, and we sit down. He's like, yo, do you need anything? Like, you want some water or something? I was like, yeah, that'd be super helpful. He's like, you want some weed? And I was just like, it wasn't even peer pressure. I was just like, oh, I don't want him to think I'm lame. So I was like, yeah, man, I fucking would love some. So in my head, I know that I freak out when I smoke. So I was like, yeah, I'll do one little guy. I'll do one tiny little guy.
Yeah.
And I did one little guy, and I went, I didn't do anything. I took the biggest hit, and then I remember I was sitting back on the couch, and he was in front of me, and he was working, so I was looking at his back, and he was working on his big computer, and his big computer looked like Morgan Freeman in The Dark Knight. I was like, what? And he had these keyboards all over the room, and I'm sitting here, and I'm texting everyone I know that I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm like, I'm so fucking scared right now. I'm freaking out. And everyone's just going like, LOL. I'm like, no, help. I'm terrified. What do I do?
Yeah.
And then I went on a stealth mission to his kitchen to get more water. I thought that I wasn't allowed to do that, so I was like, I had to sneak in. I came back, and he went up to his keyboard, and found this sound. And I'm sure he had been talking to me, but I didn't say a single word to him for probably 4 hours. And he went to his keyboard and he went, "Dling," and he went, "Kiss from a Rose." And I went, "What?" I was like, "What are you talking about, dude?" I was so scared. I was like, "What? Why? What?" and then he fucking at the end of the session, he turns around. It's been hours. I haven't said a word to him.
Yeah.
He was making this instrumental. He turned around and he was like, "I don't know, man. Like, do you like it? Like, do you have any ideas?" And I looked at my notepad on my phone and I had the whole song written.
I see.
And I was like, "Oh, let me just track this." And I tracked it. It was pretty decent. It was a fine song. And he was like, "All right, well, yeah, I'll work on this." That's what people say when they're not excited about a song.
I see.
Dude, I'm gonna work on this. Don't even worry about it. Yeah. Like I'll just get you a bounce. And I don't think I ever got a bounce. And he was like, "All right, you got an Uber that's going to pick you up?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got an Uber." And so we walked to the door. I'm still terrified. And he goes for a handshake. And I went, "Nuh-uh." And I gave him a hug instead. And I went, in his ear. It's like, "Come here, dude."
Have you ever seen this person again?
No, never, not once. Hadn't seen him before and never saw him after. I don't even know if he was real. And then I pretended to walk to my Uber because my Uber wasn't there because I wanted Taco Bell instead. So Taco Bell was like right down the street and I could see it from there. And I was like, "All right, just gonna get in my Uber now." And he was like, "All right." And he was like standing at the door. I assume waiting for me to get into the Uber because he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And I walked up and I like looked at my phone and I was like, "Where is this? Where is this Uber?" I was like, "This is crazy." And I was scratching my head.
Oh my God.
I was like, "Where is this Uber?" And I was like doing like I don't have service. Where is this fucking thing? And I was motioning towards him going, "Where is it?" And then he was like, "All right, see you later." I was like, "Later, man." Fucking Uber. And he shut his door and I like snuck down the street to the Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I got a Taco Bell. I called the Uber before my order was even put in.
Okay.
So the Uber was there before my order came out. And the Uber was up. Like it was glass windows and stuff on the side, so they could see into the restaurant, and they know it's me because I'm looking at my phone and looking at them. I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah."
And you're dressed like this.
And I'm dressed like this. I'm like, no, at the time I had red hair.
Oh, okay.
I had bright red hair, and so I'm the only guy. And they're like, "Well, there's the guy," and I just pretended like I didn't know it was them until I got my order, and then I came out and I was like, "Sorry, I didn't see you out there." Like, "Yes, you did."
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. And then they dropped me off, and it was great. It was fun.
I love the idea of a guy that just smoke weed is definitely not high, trying to figure out what high guy stuff would be.
Yeah.
He's like, you not being able to feel your feet is hilarious.
Yeah, I was just pretending I couldn't feel my feet. There was other stuff too. I pretended it gave me a headache. Like I was like, "Oh, dude, my head fucking hurts."
I'm getting one of those weed headaches.
I'm so fucking zonked right now that I'm just, and zonked sounds like bonked, which means I have a headache.
My fingernails are getting that weed feeling you always get. Oh, guys, don't even mind me. We're all just so high.
Oh my God, my tongue is so swollen from the weed. Or like, what if it was other shit?
Yeah.
What if it was like concerning things? You're like, I can't even feel the left half of my body because of this fucking weed right now.
Oh man,
God, anybody else smelling nickels because of the weed?
My left arm and chest hurts so bad from this weed. I might just collapse over from this high I am.
Anybody else smell burnt toast because of this weed?
Guys, I just peed blood. That weed, right?
That
we're
weed
so
is
high.
crazy.
We're so high. Sorry.
It's also super fun to like start smoking weed for the first time and not know weed words yet. You're like, "Oh, dude, this pot is making me fucking so high." Everyone's like, "Okay." I'm so fucking wasted off this. So wasted off this bud. Dude, I was like, "All right."
This ganja's got me wasted. I tell you what, help me out.
I am demolished off of this skunk. Does anyone have any more sticky icky for me? I'm trying to get totally high.
Absolutely shredded off that skunk you had. My goodness. And you think it's like complimentary? You're like, hey man, what the fuck? Oh no, like I love that it smells like a skunk.
Yeah. No, that makes me like it.
I love it. I love it. It's aren't we all excited?
Oh man, I totally have 4 grams of that badunk in my pocket. I can't wait until we get home so I can smoke it.
Or you know, man, I can't wait to go to the store and pick up 2 pounds of weed. It's just like you think you're not sure that's like a normal amount.
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh my God! Are you
Couple
throwing
pounds of weed?
Are you throwing a rager? Are you throwing an No, just
Is
for
Wiz Khalifa coming over?
Just for me, or no? I've got some people.
Oh, there's some people. There's
yeah.
some people.
No,
Big smokers.
I'm gonna head on over to the medicine dispense.
Yep.
And I'm gonna get. No, I've got a few kilometers, or rather.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up that and like probably like a kilo of shroomskis.
Oh my God, man! Psychedelics really aren't good for you. You shouldn't be.
Yeah, no, they are. They really are. You gotta know your stuff. No, you should do it. Check it out. Psilocybin. It's really cool. I didn't have a good time, but
yeah, I was gonna say. You're like,
doesn't mean it's not good for you. I was being a pussy. It was on me. I was being a bitch.
I'm gonna stop by the store, pick up 2 pounds of weed. Maybe after that, I'll rail some crystal meth.
Dude, I'm high as fuck off of this sausage and mushroom pizza.
Or you're at your buddy's house who just gave you weed for the first time,
Yeah.
and then he also has mushroom pizza. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, so we're okay. I see how it is.
You go to the store and you make some fucking Betty Crocker brownies. They're normal, no weed whatsoever. You're like, I'm fucked up.
Wow.
I am absolutely crushed off this triple chocolate fudge.
Tyler, your house is always the craziest, dude. Like,
Yo, are the lights in here fucking crazy right now?
those brownies you just gave me, I'm so out of it.
Somebody put on How High. Somebody put on How High.
I was gonna clean my room, but then I got eyes. I was gonna get up and find the broom, but then I got high.
Uh-huh.
Man, my mom just made those brownies last night. They're
Yo,
yeah.
your mom
Your
does
mom's
fucking
crazy,
brownies,
dude.
bro?
That's crazy.
That's wild,
It's
son.
cool that she's cool with it. Your mom's like a cool mom. Did she like let you drink in high school and
No woman, no cry. Knock, knock.
shit? Who's there?
Hello.
Fresh?
Whoa!
This week's episode of The Meantime is brought to you by HelloFresh.
HelloFresh. Can you believe it?
I can't.
I can't believe that anyone would sponsor us.
Thank you so much.
Incredible stuff. I got my HelloFresh yesterday.
You did.
I did.
How'd it feel?
It felt pretty heavy. The box was heavy.
Oh, that's good.
Actually, yeah. Heavy, filled with big ice packs and fresh ingredients. I had a very fun time eating my pork taquitos that I made with 5 minutes prep time and 30 minutes cook time.
That sounds delicious.
It was delightful. I actually ate both of the portions of it. Like, it came with 6 of them.
You ate.
And you're supposed to eat with, like, 2 people.
You ate
supposed to
enough
eat it.
for a family of 12?
I ate enough for a family of 12. Three different meals came in, and you got to pick on the order form. You get to pick what kind of stuff you wanted.
Sure.
I was like, just send me the standard, bro.
Yeah.
Show me what you're made of. America's #1 meal kit. And they did. It was delicious.
That sounds good.
It was really good, honestly. I be chefing. You know I be chefing.
You love to cook.
I love cooking, and it was super helpful. Just like I opened up a bag, and there was an onion, and there was a tomato, and here's a little bit of guacamole, and here's a little bit of sour cream, and here's the pork that you need for the stuff, and here's the tortillas, here's the cheese, and then they give you a card that's like 4 steps of how you do it.
Yeah.
And like it'll say stuff like mince up this onion. And while you're doing that, preheat the oven to 425.
Yeah.
And while the oven's preheating, now is a good time to do it. Like, it gives you the step-by-step and makes it super duper easy. And that's why they're America's number one meal kit.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you get yours yet?
I haven't gotten mine yet because I ordered late, but I don't be chefing it up. I don't be cooking it all.
You don't. You be microwaving.
And because of that, I'm really excited. They have an option where you can select meals you want to make in less than 15 minutes.
Ooh.
So I'm really excited to make my meals quickly for them to be delicious instead of the slop that I'm used to.
Yeah, naturally. And cheaper than takeout and delivery.
Cheaper and just feel good throughout my day. So
Yeah.
yes, I'm stoked.
I'm pretty stoked on it.
Yeah.
You can get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/free meantime.
Yep.
That's our code. Isn't that crazy? We got a code.
We got a code.
Wow.
Use the code.
Applied across 7 boxes. New subscribers only. Varies by plan.
It sure does.
We'll fine print there for you. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals just by going to HelloFresh.com/free meantime.
That's HelloFresh.com/free
meantime. FREEMEANTIME. Pat, do it backwards. No, don't confuse them. Yeah, so shout out to our sponsors for this week, HelloFresh.
Thank you, hello.
Thank you, HelloFresh.
Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing.
It's gonna be all Shark Tale. Yo, somebody put on Yellow Submarine. I'm fucked up.
Yellow like by the Beatles?
Yeah. Like the Beatles movie?
I guess, man. Like I was just thinking.
I don't know, man. You're freaking me out right now, dude. Sit down.
We were just gonna.
I am.
We were just gonna like play Grand Theft Auto, like because some girls coming over later.
Yeah.
I think they just wanted to like have drinks.
Bro,
though.
I'm gonna have.
I think they're just gonna have some White Claw. I don't
know. I don't know if I could be with a girl right now. I might get weed ski dick.
That's not a. No, man. You should be.
From the amount of ganj that I took.
My dick's gonna be so soft
My
from
dick's
the
gonna
weed.
my dick's gonna be so
or
wet. My dick's gonna be so wet from the weed.
I think
you know when you wait. You know when you smoke reefer and you get a fuzzy feeling in your dick.
You know when you get so high on marijuana and your dick's wet all night? I don't know if I'm going to be able to have sex with anybody tonight. My dick's like all wet.
My dick's all wet.
It's so slimy.
It's probably
from the
all
weed.
it's so slimy. It's all the moisture from my mouth, my cotton mouth is going all the way down to my dick and making it wet.
That's why they call it sticky icky, because my dick got all sticky.
Yeah, they call it sticky dicky. Yep. And anybody else got stinky dick from this weed? Yo, I just want to see someone bust a fucking hard flip in front of me right now, dude.
Anybody else feels like there's like a small pebble in their penis from this weed? Hey man, anyone else likes feeling like they're in like an amount of pain, like they're giving birth right now from this weed? We should call it. You're definitely passing a kidney stone, my guy.
Bro, I'm so goddamn zoinked. I got so much jinkies that I'm lactating. Oh, you can't see because I got Macho Man's on, but I was going.
Oh, yeah. You know what? From these weed brownies you gave me, I'm kind of going into shock, like from my peanut allergy. But I guess that's just like a weed thing. Those are peanut brownies,
Is
man.
this peanut weed?
That's crazy. The weed anaphylactic shock almost feels as scary as my normal anaphylactic shock. I'm not going to do the EpiPen though, because that'll like counterbalance. I don't want to ruin.
That's a waste of weed. That's a waste of weed.
From the weed.
That's how you know it. That's how you know it's good shit. This is good shit.
I can feel myself. I can't wait for my breath to come back.
Yo, wouldn't it be crazy if I just played with your dog's balls because of this weed's making me crazy? Yo, that's crazy. Yo, you be playing with your dog's balls while you're on weed? While you're doing weed? That's crazy.
Who invited? Who do you know here? Respectfully,
I know this dog's balls very well.
You gotta go, my guy. You gotta,
dude. Trust me, I've already taken off. I'm in the stars. I'm on cloud 9, sir.
I'm sorry, man. I think you gotta catch you. I think you gotta call an Uber. Or something.
Uber. That's how I feel. I feel Uber baked. I feel stony baloney right now.
I'm like a cake at $3.50, baby. I am baked. Do you have any Lay's original? Because I am baked. No kettle chips allowed here. Get me out the kettle and put me in the oven.
Somebody better be pretty good at the wet hand, dry hand method, because I'm about to get fried.
Oh man, is KFC here?
Oh man,
I am absolutely fried.
Fried.
Kentucky fried this guy. Am I right?
Kentucky fried Peter.
Kentucky fried.
Kevin fried me.
Kevin Fried Cooked. That's what they call
That's
me
what
from this ganja.
My name's Kevin Cook. Middle name Fried.
Middle named High on this weed. Middle named So High from weed.
Yo, give me a woogity. Could you imagine being so high and all you want in the world is a woogity? Like, please give me a woogity. Please, please. Thank you. It's like
Someone, please. No one, woogity, 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 woogity,
woogity.
Oh. So if someone doesn't dap me up, I'm gonna freak out. If someone doesn't dap me up, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out.
Woogity? Oh, God. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's like plugging a power strip into itself.
Anyway, welcome back to The Meantime. Coming up next, the Cool Nerd Weed podcast. I'm sure they'll have viable, helpful information.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Meantime. I'm Superman and I'm Stony Maloney.
And I'm Superman, but flying doesn't feel so good right now. I'm Superman, but I feel like I'm flying, but it's like I'm too up there, you know? Like, it's like, I feel like if I could just land for a second, if I could just pull over, land for a second. I know I can.
Yeah.
I
got the munchies. You could call me Nacho Man, Randy Savage. I tell you what. I'd Randy Savage up a plate of nachos right now.
I'm at the top of the Eiffel Tower and on top of the world. Super high, man.
Super high, man.
Nacho
Man, Randy Savage. Boy, do I got cotton mouth right now, I tell you what.
When was the last time you watched The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Years. It's been years.
Do you think that's a good movie?
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic movie.
Okay,
It's a really, really good movie. I wouldn't base my whole personality off of it though. And anyone who does,
who does that?
should shut up.
But who would do that?
Annoying people. Annoying people would do that. I wouldn't base my whole personality off of The Nightmare Before Christmas. I wouldn't base my personality off of bad horror movies. Warped Tour.
Warped Tour.
Warped Tour.
Welcome back, by the way.
Musicals. Anything that at all.
Wouldn't base your whole personality off anything.
Because I'm my own person.
Yeah.
So
that's fair. No, and I'm
Kanye
with you there.
West. You know.
Yeah. That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
The rewatched it last evening.
Oh, how was it?
It's really, really funny.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they're whipping jokes the whole time.
Yeah, it's a good time.
It's like fully.
It's a family movie, you know.
I didn't think. I thought of it for some reason. I don't put family movie in the same spot as comedy in my brain, but they are like every line is like, God, what is it needs to taste good though. It needs essence of shit like in the thing. And they're like, it doesn't taste good yet. Mm-hmm. And also just like I forget that it's Tim Burton's idea and not Tim Burton's movie. And for like while I'm watching it, I'm like, yeah, this is like way more normal than most Tim Burton movies. Like it's got all of his stuff, but the plot is kind of through.
Yeah.
And my hot take on it that I think no one ever talks about. I don't know if this is a hot take, but
it's going to be a bad take. You have bad takes.
It's just that like it's a movie where he learns the lesson that he shouldn't have tried something new.
No.
Then what is it?
No. First off, not every movie has to have a lesson. Okay. That's number one. Maybe we all just had a good time.
But Jack does learn a lesson in that movie.
I think he learns a lesson. Like he wasn't appreciating what he had in front of him.
Of what he had.
You know, he was on top. He's the king of Halloween. You know what I mean? Skeleton Jack, the Pumpkin King.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was getting a little bit bored with having everything. And I think that they're trying to say that that's not a very noble way to live, you know, like you should be appreciative.
I see
of the things because not everybody gets to have.
Not everyone gets to be on top.
Not everyone gets to be the Pumpkin King. It's just you, buddy.
I see.
So he goes over and tries to like take over this other thing that he's not even involved in.
It's not his sticking his nose where it shouldn't be.
Yeah, and it's less like stick to the stuff you know, High School Musical style, and it's more like just appreciate what you have. You don't need to. It's Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls by TLC.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
actually,
it's a good lesson.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
That helps a lot.
I don't know when the last time you listened to Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls by TLC is, but that's a good lesson.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all. but I think you're moving too fast. It's a good song, dude.
The meantime.
The meantime. Don't go chasing the meantime. Please stick to the podcast and the white dude you used to.
Don't. We're telling people don't listen to our show.
Yeah, fuck it.
Don't. No.
We don't
Listen.
need you.
Listen.
We
Give
don't
us
need
5
you.
stars and stick around.
Give us one
Don't
fucking
go
star.
chasing new podcasts. Listen to the two white guys
who don't have good takes. Yeah.
Listen to the meantime on Adobe Radio. Don't listen to other shows they don't even know. No. They are stupid dumb.
They were dumb and stupid.
They don't have good. They don't.
And they're probably racist, but not me. I'm way the opposite of racist.
They're probably not as funny or nice or mean in the way that's cool.
They don't even try this hard to win your affection.
They didn't even dress up in 5 separate costumes.
Yeah.
We have the best podcast.
This is trash TV for podcasts.
I've been told that enough time. Nice. This
is horrible.
Hell yeah, trash TV is my favorite TV.
I wouldn't have guessed that. Now with your other interests.
Did you ever get deep into a trash TV?
I watched all of the Jersey Shore.
Whoa, I was talking about that. We don't pump our gas, we just pump our fist. We don't
So I watched
pump our
all of it, but
gas,
it wasn't because I
fist.
was trying to watch it. It was my friends were in a very deep Jersey Shore phase, so I just kind of like was along for the ride.
Just coasted?
Coasted.
Just
There was
coasted
some
on the
stuff-
Jersey Shore?
Some stuff I thought was really fun. I thought there was really fun, entertaining stuff happening there, but
Yeah.
most of it, I was like, these people are terrible, and I don't like watching them. do
It
stuff.
repeats a lot, too. It's weird when an episode formula is that people go get lunch and then go out to the clubs.
Yeah.
Like, that's not really an episode. It's
like
not
a
even,
whole
it's-
episode, like probably 60% of the show was Jim Tan Laundry. That was
Yeah,
just like
and,
their whole.
like, how many times can you watch that same montage?
Apparently, like everyone all the time, every day of your life.
It's barely
you know?
even a bit.
And I don't
It's
like.
barely even a joke.
I
Like,
don't really like trash TV just because like I think there's a reason why it's called that. You know, obviously it's not the highest brow of stuff, and it's not like I'm over at my house like sipping my wine trying to be intellectually challenged.
in your Macho Man Randy
In my
Savage
Macho Man
costume.
Randy Savage costume, but I am trying to watch something with maybe a little bit of a story.
Would you consider WWE trash TV?
No,
Where would you consider it? Like
I would say that it's trash, but yeah.
pay-per-view like viewing. Where would you categorize it?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like just what because I wouldn't call it like I wouldn't call it episodic. I wouldn't call it sitcom.
I think it's its own
just
thing.
its own world.
And if anyone doesn't like
wrestling.
it, they're probably right. And if anyone does like it,
They're probably
you're
also right.
My buddy.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's really fun and entertaining. But it's got storylines and it's got. I think it offers a little bit more than the standard trash TV show. All right. I was thinking about how people who are really into When We Were Young and Warped Tour and stuff like that all got stuck in those years.
Sure.
And I was thinking about it's definitely just because of the internet. I didn't even think about that. I was like, why are people just so obsessed with this like one genre of music that came out when we were kids and have not moved on from that? And I was like, oh, it's because the internet hit right then and there. And before that, like when new music came out, you just had to listen to that.
And you just had to move on.
You had
there's
to.
There's nowhere to go.
But then the internet hit, and it stayed there forever, and
Yeah.
you never had to move on from that.
And like hundreds of thousands of people can keep making new content about the same thing
About the
over
same
and
thing
over and over
I,
again.
I was just that it clicked for me because like the When We Were Young things. I was like, it's kind of weird that like we got like a bunch of like it doesn't happen for any other genre.
Yeah.
Like there's not an 80s new wave festival.
No.
You know, there's just this one emo music festival.
But there's like I would say you could make an argument that there's like classic rock type ish festivals where they like pay and it's like mostly old head bands like 70s and 80s type situations.
I would say that's just because they're still going.
It's
you know?
less that it's like themed and more
Like
that
people
like
are coming back from the dead to do When We Were Young.
Yeah.
You know, people are absolutely just like revivifying themselves.
people are quitting their jobs at Target
Yeah.
to go be in the
To go-
academy again.
I was gonna do that.
to go sing.
I know there's a tire center somewhere who's missing half the members of Cartel right now.
Brutal. Just
Yeah.
there are so many realtors
Yeah.
that are just these
It is
homes.
mostly realtors.
These homes are just not getting moved out
Yeah.
here because they're mid Vegas.
Yeah, it is just weird that like the like that genre of music creates a bunch of people who think they're celebrities. So it was like, you don't get it. Like when Pierce the Veil plays King for a day, Kellen Quinn's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Who we love and have no beef
Whom
with.
we love and appreciate, and I'm
Stream
excited
Knock Me Out
excited to see you
by
stream Knock
Not
Me Out by
My
Not My Weekend, featuring Kellen Quinn. I think that's pretty good. I was listening. Someone else made a similar point to me the other day that like entertainment in general is getting fewer and farther between, and like people that are like famous and like do entertainment for a living are just less fruitful, less rich than they used to be.
Sure.
Because you can do like you as just a person that wants to view and be entertained by stuff can get deeply specific in what you want to see, and spend all your time on YouTubers with 100,000 followers, that only like your thing or whatever.
I've been watching Karthus Dojo for all my Dragon Ball Z needs.
Hell yeah! What is that? Please send it to me.
It's pretty cool. He's got some bad takes sometimes, but
this is my point: is I'm watching all that stuff and not TV.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck's
well,
on
I don't need to watch. You know what I did was I watched Shrek 2 yesterday, and there was so many references to like movies and pop culture and celebrities and
in
stuff
Shrek 2.
In Shrek 2, and I was like, we don't have that anymore because there's not the solid standard celebrities that we have.
It's such an interesting thing, and when it happens, it has to be like planetary.
Yeah,
it can't be like Survivors was a big show in the United States of America.
Yeah,
you know, when something goes off, it has to be like Taylor Swift.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's so interesting.
Yeah.
It's just bigger peaks and valleys, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like there's less mega famous people, and their reigns are much shorter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's either that you're like Drake or Taylor Swift or fucking The Weeknd or something, or you're
like a guy
Sabrina
Jared
Carpenter, who's like really super famous right now. And maybe next year we'll be talking about whoever is the other next. Like Chappell Roan doing really well, Charlie XCX doing really well, and unless they have another really good year, we're going to be talking about anybody else.
Anyone else doing that.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Or you have Karthus Dojo, who thinks that fucking Super Saiyan 3 is a bullshit form, which I think is fuck you. Like, shut the fuck up. It's so fucking cool.
What makes it bullshit? Just because
he's got a big theory. He says that it's because, well, I don't want to give him any fucking airtime on this dumbass opinion that he's got. But he just thinks that Akira Toriyama was getting really bummed out making the Boo Saga because he was, and
he thinks
and
that
Goku fights Majin Vegeta with what he says was his whole entire power, and he couldn't have gotten any more power. And then later on reveals that the whole time he had Super Saiyan 3 in his back pocket, but the only reason that he didn't come out with it is because it's got a limited time frame. And he said that Goku never transforms into a form that has drawbacks like the different versions of Super Saiyan 1. He just discovered Super Saiyan 2 instead. It was a whole entire thing. And he was like, oh, I get it. Like, if you watched the fucking Fusion Reborn movie and you really like Goku 3 versus Janemba, then you probably really like Goku 3 or Super Saiyan 3. But it's not all that from just the TV show standpoint. And I'm like, you know what, dude? Fuck you, man.
Well, do you think there's...
You better watch your mouth. Yeah. You better watch your tone when you're talking to the Macho Man about Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Yeah.
They also do really good Super Saiyan 3 shit in GT. When little kid Goku is Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, and he said it should have been a form reserved for just Gotenks.
Oh!
That Gotenks should have discovered it. And because it has such a clear drawback that Goku should have been like, it's not going to work.
Actually, Gotenks being like, let's show them our super cool new form that we learned.
Our new cool form.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I only had 15 minutes.
Without Goku ever having done it, would have been more of a, what the
mind-blowing.
fuck?
Mind-blowing.
Also because like the little kids would have had the same opinion about it. Remember that thing that we figured out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he makes a good argument for that being what should have happened, but like don't fucking talk shit on that.
I kind of like that.
That was the first like Super Saiyan 3 was like the first one that I got to see in person.
Do you think there's any part of him at the time, when's the Boo Saga? Like the early 2000s even?
Does it 90s still, I think?
I guess it doesn't
Late
really matter.
90s.
But do you think there's any part of him that was like mad that like no one liked the Great Saiyaman stuff? So he's like, why don't I just fucking bring Goku back and give him a new Super Saiyan for you assholes?
Probably.
Oh, cool. I wanted to make a
didn't
new
want-
cool show with my new cool characters where we all had fun. It did something new for a change.
Yeah.
Or I could just bring back Goku.
He didn't want to do the Cell Saga. He didn't want to do anything past Frieza. He thought Frieza. He's like,
He
there
thought
it is.
Frieza was it?
Yeah, he's
Aw,
like, can't wait to
man.
do other stuff. And they're like, nope.
No, dude.
He's like, can't wait to do Daima. They're like,
can't-
you're not doing Daima, buddy.
You can't like introduce the most toy sellingest thing of all time and be like, there's only one Super Saiyan. What do you mean with
Yeah.
so much money?
He's like, I don't know, second guy, Super Saiyan 2. And they're like, make a third guy. He's like, fuck, 3.
Goku will be gold and shiny, and that'll be the only time I do that.
Yeah.
No,
No,
you're
buddy.
gonna-
Now tell me what 2 looks like. I don't know. Add electric thunderbolts on it. I don't fucking know. Well, tell me what 3 is. Get rid of the eyebrows, make the hair longer. I want to go home.
I'm so tired.
I want to make more Dragon Quest video games.
You can't make the most toy sellingest thing I ever saw in my goddamn life ever.
Rip to the absolute goat, by the way. Akira Toriyama, the fucking sensei, dude.
R.I.P. Yeah, finding
Pouring out for the homie.
finding out about his death. Are you gonna pour out water onto the floor of He sure is. Okay, at my feet, even
Where did he go?
kind of onto my shoes. Guess it's not called the nice time, but it's not called the splash zone. We're not on a podcast called. We could start a podcast.
Another
called
podcast called the Splash Zone.
Whoa!
We do it. Wait. We do it in a pool, and there's mics out there, and we got to somehow waterproof them. But someone's always doing a fucking cannonball.
2 dunk takes.
Oh,
2 dunk takes. We're each in dunk takes.
Yeah.
And it's up to there's a peanut gallery judging our opinions or our points.
Yeah.
At some point we will both get splash zoned.
Yeah.
And there
I'll say something inflammatory for sure.
the peanut gallery is in the splash zone.
Ah.
But we are creating it, but it's up to them to be like to when we say something that's really not okay.
Yep.
And then we get splashed. Hold on.
We'll do it next summer.
Hold on.
We'll do it next summer.
Let me get Boss Man on the phone here. Eddie,
No, he doesn't make
Boss Man.
Jared.
Let me get. Excuse me, Mr. Idobi. We need $100,000. This one's gonna be a doozy.
This one's gonna be hosted by Terry Crews.
Jared and Pat are up on. The dunk takes up 10 feet now.
Yeah.
They might not survive
They're
this
filled
fall.
with Kool-Aid.
Oh, whoa! Sponsored by Kool-Aid. The dunk takes are filled with.
You know what I've wanted? I'm going to shoot my shot with this one.
All right.
I've always wanted this with all of my heart.
'Kay.
Because we're doing our first.
I wish with all my heart to go to a meantime of Land of Heart. Sorry, go ahead.
It's cool. The thing that you said was really funny.
I thought so too. That's why I said it. Bitch ass.
I've always wanted to be sponsored by Arizona.
The Arizona tea?
Arizona
Man,
tea.
they don't sponsor anybody.
I know.
They don't sponsor a
You
single
know who
motherfucker.
they who they sponsored?
Who?
Our buddy Reese.
What?
He got a crate, a pallet of Arizonas when he was in his pop punk band.
What, they said just keep playing guitar in your close friend story and we'll
Yep.
keep sending you tea?
And we'll keep sending you tea. And we'll keep sending you tea.
All right.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. I want to be sponsored by Arizona so bad that that's a beverage that raised me. And speaking of raise, they keep raising the prices of Arizona regardless of what they put on the fucking cans. You go to 7-Eleven. By the way, fuck 7-Eleven. You
I
go
thought
to
you were gonna say
7-Eleven.
fuck Arizona. I was like,
No,
they're not going to sponsor
I
us.
love Arizona.
Okay, right.
Arizona puts 99 cents on the can and it's $1.89 at 7-Eleven
Yeah.
right fucking now. That's the price of fucking 2.
There's a 7-Eleven guy putting duct tape over every can.
Yeah.
With a Sharpie.
So stupid.
$1.89.
Specifically, Arizona. Look it. If you want to send me some Arizona Black and White, that is my favorite beverage on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
Arizona Black and White tea. It's the best goddamn drink of all
I like
time.
the sweet tea and the half and half.
I like the sweet tea, and you're talking about the Arnold Palmer?
Yeah.
The sweet tea and the Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
I had fruit punch when I was a kid
Yeah.
and watermelon. And then I discovered green tea and black and white tea in my later years. And black and white is my number one favorite beverage on the planet. I don't think there's anything I like drinking more than a black and white tea.
We can go get one right after this.
No, you can't find them anywhere.
What?
Hard to find.
Where? But they
Not a very popular. Like sometimes I'll be grocery shopping and I'll come across some and I'll be like, oh, and I'll buy out the whole stock.
we won't see him at this 7-Eleven or right over here.
No, you won't. You will never find them at a 7-Eleven.
Oh, What?
Yeah.
Or we could buy a ping pong table. Actually, a ping pong table in the garage of the new house or the living room, or even just in replacement
Or
of
the
your-
living room?
yeah, or even at like where a dinner table would be.
Oh my god.
Or even just a replacement for your current table.
Oh god.
Replace your current kitchen table with a ping pong table.
Gee, how are you living?
Replace your bed with a ping pong table.
You said living room for real.
Get your because it's like more of a kitchen situation. You don't like that it's a living room.
Why you be living like a frat guy?
Balcony.
You be 30. Be 30 living like you in a frat.
Man, I just got roommates. Just in LA with roommates.
You said ping pong table in the living room.
And that's on me. It is the kitchen. You're right. and I apologize about that. I'm saying I'm sorry.
New house, still trying to figure out the layout.
Still trying to figure out the layout.
Where does the living room end and the kitchen begin?
There's that weird like corner thing in the top. We could put it in that corner thing. Maybe I don't know. I'm down to kick one of the roommates out, and make a game room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, I was just about to go spend $600 on art for my walls. That had to talk me out of it.
Yes. Yeah. I talked you out. Even the lady there was like, "Are you gonna?
Are you really gonna though? I mean, it's fun to look, but
I would just say, just get one. Just get the $150.
it doesn't make sense to just get one.
I mean, just get.
It was basically these 4 1950s cigarette ads from China, and they were posters, and there were 4 of them. You don't not get all 4 of them. You know,
that's what I
it
was
was a
thinking.
collection of the 4.
I think if you're gonna spend $600 on art, just go get your new tattoo. Just tattoo it up. What, you don't like your tattoo anymore?
No, of course I like that. I have many tattoo ideas, but
Okay.
there's going to be a million years for me to go get tattoos, and I have plenty of tattoos. I have nothing on my walls.
You're saying those four ladies and those 4 cigarette
They
ads
could
will
leave
be,
it, like,
they could
someone
leave at any
could buy
moment.
them.
They'll evaporate into existence.
Or someone could buy them because
you-
they're on sale
I think
at a place.
I think you can find things you like better.
I really like those. Yeah, I had Pat come over. Me and Pat were in the same neighborhood, and I was like, I'm going to buy these things. I just wanted to get Pat's opinion on them. And Pat came over, and he was like, you don't need it. You could get anything else. I was like, what? I was like, no, Pat, I really like them. He's like, no, you could get something that you really like. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I really want these. He's like, they're expensive. I'm like, this is not what I... Do you think they're sick, or do you not think they're sick? Th're sick, I thought.
I still kind of feel that way too.
So weird.
I thought you could get the 1 or the 2. I straight up didn't like 2 of them and thought 2 of them were really cool.
Interesting.
But then that was my real feelings. But you called me over with my bad taste, and you knew you were doing that. You know what I mean? So at what point?
I just thought, like, genuinely, I thought you were gonna go nice because they were really cool.
I see.
They were really
I see.
cool, and I'd be like, that was all it would have taken, and I'm like, $600. Let's buy them right
Maybe if it was like a Transformers 2 poster.
now. It hurts. It hurts.
Maybe if it was like the original character art for Foster's Home for the Imaginary Friends. Maybe if it was like a poster of, maybe if it was like a poster of Gravedigger. Maybe if it was like a poster of Gravedigger jumping over El Diablo with the horns.
It's not his name.
What's his name? That's funny. That's not his name.
It's not his name.
Is there an El Diablo and there's one with the horns?
His name is El Toro Loco.
Oh, El Toro Loco. I'm sorry. His name is El Toro Loco.
Am I doomed to this podcast?
Yeah, we both are.
Am I? Don't act like you're. Don't act like you're.
Oh,
a
you're
prisoner
more
here.
you're more shackled than I am.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty shackled to each other.
No. No, it's me who's more shackled.
We're gonna get into conversation.
I'm more tortured by it.
Yeah, you're just kind of more tortured as a guy.
Yeah, I'm really ambitious.
I think it's sort of a
I'm
different.
really talented and creative.
I'm like angry for a second, and then you're like tortured. Yeah, it's different. It's different. It's different.
It's different because my angry for a second means that I'm angry at 9 different other things.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you say that? Unless it also means that
I'm angry.
you're like, I like New Black Eyed Peas. I'm like, does that mean that you hate art?
Yeah, word. Yeah, it's different.
I'm so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, meantime.
Spending my time right on the meantime.
I don't even think they make anything that mean. All the time. Meantime.
Shackled to the podcast, can't escape yet, can't escape yet. Meantime.
Pat only likes bad things. He likes bad things. He likes bad things.
Jared
Jared.
has a really high opinion of himself. Jared.
Patrick. Just want him to read one book. Just one book.
What would that be?
Things outside of comic books exist.
I didn't know that.
Pat really likes the comic books and Transformers and childish things like all that.
Jared really likes scary stuff and big books and complicated stuff I don't get.
Big boobs.
and huge tits.
And thick Latinas. I like thick Latinas, the thick Latinas. Whoa.
That's funny. That's really. Jared likes Shakespeare and really complicated stuff and also huge boobs. Jared really likes art, really likes culture and Miller Lite.
Jared likes juxtaposition.
That's
Pat likes childish things and also children.
Pat likes watching anime and being mean to Jared when he doesn't know he's doing it. Inadvertently. That's one of the greatest pop songs I've ever heard.
Oh, it's
Tired Love
fantastic.
Songs,
It's so good.
Just while we're singing it, just want to say that's the so
He's
fucking
got that
good.
one, and he's also got.
I like me better when I've got boobs.
I like Pat better when he watches movies.
I knew from the first time
It was gonna be a mean time. I like Pat better when he reads books.
Nice. Drinking both together, we gon' drink it all night. And after the show is the meantime.
And after the meantime
is the after party.
And after the party it's
the hotel lobby.
I'm about 40 bottle.
Clear the lobby.
Then take it to your room and
listen to the meantime.
Let me get that meantime. Let me hear that.
Meantime.
Putting her hands through my fro, bouncing on 24s. While they say on the radio, it's the remix to the meantime. Hot and fresh out the meantime. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here. Meantime.
While they say on the radio their opinions and jokes and their, and their costumes and laughs. And
Sipping on Coke and Diet Coke.
Sipping on Coke and Diet Coke.
I'm like, so what? I'm Macho Man.
Like,
It's a freaking Thursday, baby. I'm about to tell you a joke.
It's a freaking Tuesday. You better listen at 6 p.m. Oh God!
Bits.
Jokes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so easy.
Yeah.
We're so easy. Oh man,
It's like shapes and colors. That's all you gotta do.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, hey.
Whoa! Man, your keys are different than the other keys. You got different
Every
keys.
time I see keys, it's like the first time I saw keys.
How it feels to see boobs.
Oh. Hey, what's red and goes jingle jangle?
What?
A red jingle jangle. What's blue and goes jingle jangle?
A blue jingle jangle?
Nah, they only come in red.
What? I mean, I fully feel. All right. Yeah, it is just shapes and colors.
It is shapes and colors.
You
huh?
fool.
You fool.
I had Not Scary Farm.
You did Not Scary Farm?
Yeah.
How was it?
I was with people that I've never seen so afraid by Not Scary Farm.
We had that one bit about Not Scary Farm about going there with girls and just being not scared.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was sort of the
That's
opposite.
not even scary, bro. That's not even scary, bro.
I was kind of.
No. We had that bit about going to Not Scary Farms with girls.
Yeah.
And a guy comes up and does the clack at you, and you tell the girl, like, legally they're not allowed to touch you, right?
No, we had the whole spectrum of people. Devin Papadal was there, and she was stone-faced in a way that I thought was weird. She's like, "Oh, hello, oh, sir." Like,
Not a lot going on up there.
About like a guy would get in her face and like, "Rah!" She'd be like, "Oh, oh, hi." I would be like, and I was kind of where you were at. I'm kind of like, man, not even. But they can't. They can't really. Like, it's a guy in there.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, you got to know that that's like Kyle. He's coming at you, bro.
We're all having fun.
Yeah.
It's nice to be here and have fun.
Yeah.
And then I had never seen in our goddamn life, our friend Natalie was dropping to the floor. Someone would come up and scare her. She would scream bloody murder, help me, and drop to the concrete lifeless.
I don't know if this is for the podcast, but I knew that that's what you would do. I knew it. I knew it.
See,
One look at that Flyleaf fan, and I knew that she gets scared of Not Scary Farms, bro.
I think that's for the podcast.
Isn't it?
She was like 30 feet in front of us, and someone got her. She was like, "Help me! Help! No, son, no help!" And Lauren and I were on either of her arms, carrying her full body weight through the maze. It was like I was
She's
like,
no!
And she would be in moments.
Where's his head?
There's blood on the walls. Who did they kill to get the blood on the walls?
Why are you guys all acting like this is normal? There's blood everywhere.
What? So there's a real vampire here? What?
Is it a clown and like a demon too?
There was one where we were in World War II. She was like, "What, war?" "Oh, I'm in the war."
Oh my God.
We were getting
Over the top, boys.
right home to my mom. Tell her I did everything I could.
Tell her I'm going to stay here and die with my real brothers. The only brothers I got left.
Send a telegram. Tell her this demon witch won't get America today. Tell her this horde of zombies isn't going down without a fight.
Oh no, I'm bit.
Leave me.
Save yourself. Like Natalie, dude, they're actors.
Soon I'll be no better. I'll be no better than the demons that encompass us.
I can feel myself changing.
Natalie, no one touched you. Natalie, they can't touch you. I said earlier they can't. Natalie, nothing happened to you.
You should have ran when you had the chance.
Natalie, we're at the churro stand.
Two for me, please. Natalie Hungy.
Thanks for listening. Love you.
Yeah, sure.
Give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars on Spotify. When and where can they listen?
Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard or 3 p.m. Pacific on idobi.com.
Listen to my band, Not My Weekend. We're going on tour. Tickets are only $16. Listen to Jared's band, Rat Park. What am I forgetting?
Listen to Dream Phone, the greatest American rock band of all time.
Yeah.
And fucking
The Macho Man recommends you what?
Next week is the last episode of Halloween Time.
oh, cool. Yeah, it is.
So tune in for our
Tune in.
coming out.
Yeah, and we definitely know what we're going to dress as.
We definitely know what we're going to dress as.
All right.
We'll see you later, brother. Yeah.